I made a recording. Okay. The paper I'm going to handle for you is on Principles and Techniques of Psychotherapy, MCP 21. And there are 5 blocks are there. And the first block is about Introduction to Psychotherapy, the main features and objectives of psychotherapy, and what are the processes involved in psychotherapy, and how we can ensure the effectiveness of psychotherapy. And we have to understand that there are some people those are coming forward for the therapeutic strategies for their illness related to that mental health, emotional, and social components. They may have the negative belief system, and if so, why they are having the negative belief system, and what kind of attitude the people are having towards their psychotherapists. So these are the components I'm going to introduce to you in the first unit, the first block. And second block, we are going to know about that different therapies, the psychodynamic therapy, behavior therapy, cognitive therapy, and humanistic and experiential therapy. And recently, there is one more therapy is called drug therapy. Drug therapy is otherwise called biological approach or pharmacotherapy. So this is about second block. So I'm going to cover only these 2 units as much as possible today. And next class we will discuss about other units 3 and 4 and 5. Okay. So before begin the session, I would like to ask the basic questions. Anyone can tell me the answer. We are undergoing the program called the counseling and psychotherapy. Okay, someone please define what is psychotherapy. And tell me what is your take about psychotherapy. What's your understanding about psychotherapy? Anyone? Yeah, psychotherapy is a hybrid word. One is on therapy and another is psychology. Yes.
It's treating the mental aspect
Healing
of the
methods,
person.
sir.
So one by one, please. Dr. Putan Chandra, you can do the answer. Then I will moderate. Yes.
It's treating the mental aspect of a person.
Treating the mental aspects of the person. Okay. Okay, there is a one answer here. Is anybody? Someone who try to give the answer for the person. What is psychotherapy? Very simple. I think you are doing MSc in counseling and psychotherapy. Yes.
Healing methods, sir.
Healing method. Okay. Healing method. Okay, now we will just go into another way. What is therapy? What is therapy? A treatment for illness or disease. Am I right? Therapy is a treatment for illness or disease. We can say that is a therapy. There are different therapies are there. Natural therapy, granny therapy, medical therapy. There are different therapies are there. One among the therapies is psychotherapy. Now we'll move on to another subcomponent of the psychotherapy. Therapy, you all know that a treatment for disease or illness. Okay. What is psychology? A difficult question for you in the second year.
Study of mind, study of behavior.
Okay.
Study of mind, study of people.
Okay.
There are so many definitions for psychology.
Yeah, what is concrete definition? Concrete. Universally accepted one.
Study of behavior and mental state of a person.
Okay. Study of behavior and mental process. Very good. Thank you, Dr. Dali. And now we can connect. Now we can connect what is psychotherapy. Therapy, I given the answer. A treatment for illness or disease. What is psychotherapy now?
It's a treatment for mental health problems. Mental
No.
health problems.
No. That is you are narrow downing that definition.
Behavioral disorders, sir.
Amazing. Who said that? Divya. See, you look at the definition, you understand that in psychology there are 2 components are there. One is about mind, cognition, and second one is about behavior. Am I right? So if there is a problem in your behavior or problem in your cognition or mental component, for that, if you give the treatment, that is called psychotherapy. Is it clear? Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now another question is about how an apple looks like. Can anyone please let me know? I never seen an apple. Can someone describe me the concept how the apple looks like? I'm not asking how it tastes, how it looks like.
It is red in color, sir.
Okay, red in color. I think Mr. Agilan's T-shirt. Okay.
Okay. Yeah. Then
Then
symbol is somewhat heart shaped with
somewhat heart shape. Okay.
yeah. Shape is heart shaped, sir. Almost heart shaped.
Okay. Same red color. That is heart now.
Ah.
See, why I'm asking this question is we have to understand the concept of psychotherapy. Okay, you given the definition for the term. What is psychotherapy? Psychotherapy is a treatment for mental illness or diseases or behavior disease disorders or illnesses. Okay, we are treating these two components majorly. But when we go in depth, we come to know that there are one more component is called emotional components also. In mental component, there are two things are there. One is on cognitive, another one is emotional. So when you give treatment for illnesses and diseases related to behavior, cognition and emotion, that is called psychotherapy. Okay, now another thing is about we have to understand the concept. The concept is something. If I say apple, how it looks like, and they said that it is an heart-like shape and it is a red color, and you can see I'm holding apple in my hand. What is the color you can see? Is it purely on red color? No.
Yeah, that's why I said somewhat red in color, sir.
Okay, no. I'm not saying that your answer is wrong. I'm saying that if I'm not know about apple, if you say the description, what kind of idea I may have. Now we will move on to that. Another three things are here. Just note down the three terms. Education. Just note down if you have the paper, write down. Education, psychotherapy, counseling, and techniques. Counseling and techniques. You have to draw a diagram for these things. How it is related to one and another by using Venn diagram. Someone draw the diagram and then show me. I given the four terms: education, counseling, psychotherapy, and techniques. If you want, I will add one more term: guidance also. You can add guidance also. 5 terms. I will start here also. You have to draw the mind map or the concept map. Which one is bigger one? And which one is smaller one in that concept? I given these 5 terms in your chat box also. You draw the diagram and then show me. Please switch on your video. That will be more effective and you can able to connect with me. I kindly request you, please switch on your videos. If 50% and above, that will be fine. So it's not a one-way communication. I think if you expect it so, and you will not get that from me. Yes, very nice, sir. Happy to see you. Please take a paper and give the concept for these 5 terms. You all know that Venn diagram, the circles, different circles. And you have to use 5 circles to explain this concept, which one is the bigger one and which one is smaller one, and where it will be assembled. And if you are able to draw the Venn diagram, you are having the clarity about concept of these terms. Otherwise, if someone asking what is counseling, you will say therapy. And you will say that both are same. There is a high chances are there, you may give the answer that yes, all the terms are the same. Yes. You finished, please show your answer in the screen. Yes. How much time you need?
Sir, I did a Venn chart.
Can you please can you please show in that? Yes.
I'll show it, sir.
Yes, please. 1 minute, I can. Okay, in education.
Psychotherapy.
Yeah, I got you like a diagram which shows that branching type. Yeah, got it. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Yes, any others? I think Mr. Agilan, he tried to explain his understanding about these 5 terms. There are many doctors are here, but I can get only Mr. Agilan only responded for that question. Yeah, sir. Ravindran sir, yes. Little closer. 1 minute, I will check. Read that. You can all see the Ravindran sir diagram. Okay. Sir, Penny, too much seconds are there in your video. Can you place the camera somewhere and then little backwards? Sir, Ravindran sir, it is not visible. Yeah, some okay, good, sir, good. So, what is the bigger circuit? Can you please explain your diagram? Unmute yourself and then please explain, sir. I think there are 2 diagrams you can see, from one is from Mr. Agilan and another one is from Ravindran sir. Can you please explain your diagram, sir? Yes. The bigger cycle is an education. What about the second one? What about the second one? Yeah, please. No, I'm not able to hear you. I think you have unmuted. Yes. Yeah, we can able to see. Can you please explain your diagram, sir? Can you able to hear me? No. So what you said is okay. I'll do the diagram for that same thing, and then you can see here. There are 5 terms I gave you. One is 1, 2. Yes. So can you able to see my screen? I hope it is visible for you. See, this is the concept of understanding these 5 terms. The bigger cycle is called education. Under the education, that comes under guidance. Guidance is on any person who is having the experience, they can give the answer for the question. Okay, there are big 5 circles are there, and the bigger circle is called education. After that, guidance. Guidance is some general way to give the help to anybody who is seeking help from you. For example, I don't know how to reach Madurai. And if you give the person, you know how to go to the Madurai, and if you tell that person, you can take the bus from there and then you will reach Madurai. So that is called guidance. And after that, that is called counseling. Counseling. And there are many places you can find out that counseling and psychotherapy are interchangeably used. But counseling, when compared to the psychotherapy, it is a broader term. It is a broader term. After guidance, it is on counseling. And among the counseling, you can find out more specific. More specific and more systematic is on psychotherapy. And all the psychotherapy has on techniques. For example, take on one example for that, behavior therapy. Behavior therapy is on one therapy, one psychotherapy. Okay. And among the behavior therapy, there are many techniques are there. Can you name 1 or 2 techniques, anybody, if you know? I hope you got the concept of these 5 terms. Education, the bigger circle.
Desensitization.
Amazing. Systematic desensitization, extinction, flooding, and these were some of the techniques of behavior therapy. So technique is on the smallest unit you need to focus on. Okay. So the paper which I am going to handle is on the principles and techniques of psychotherapy. Now we will move on to the first term in that topic itself. What do you mean by principles? Not a principal. Principal means he is the head of the institution. The education institution, we can call him as a principal. What is principles? For example, I will tell you. I have the principles that I have to be truthful to all the friends, all the members in my family. Okay, these are my principles. And I must be punctual to all the activities I am going to take up. So that we can say the principles. Now you have to tell me. Now you have to tell me the principles of psychotherapy. As I said, I am having the principle. These are my principles, the rules and regulations for myself, that we can say the principles. Likewise, psychotherapy also has some principles. And when you look at your parent, your father having certain principle, and your mother having certain principle, your teacher may have that different principles. And psychotherapy is the field, it also has some principles. Can you tell me 1 or 2 principles if you can able to connect? I given one example from my perspective. Yes. I'm waiting answer from you.
Like a therapeutic relationship.
Yeah, that is the one principle, how we have to maintain therapeutic relationship. Okay, amazing.
So,
One. Lovely. So that is the one area.
Second,
Therapist should be very confidential, empathetic,
Amazing.
like that.
Amazing. So what we can say that therapeutic relationship is on one principle. How the relationship should be?
Professionalistic.
Yes, professional ethics. Am I right? Professional ethics is another principle. Very good. One important components are there. Now, if you want to be
non-judgmental.
not judgmental, what that comes under that's a broader category. Am I right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, like
Just-
professional ethics, there is one broader category. Likewise, for therapeutic relationship is on one category. Like that's why exactly I'm asking. Yeah, only 5 to 6 components only. I given the two components. One is about professional ethics and another one is about therapeutic relationship.
Listening skill.
Yeah, that comes under listening skill comes under where? Which component?
Counseling. It comes under counseling, sir.
Counseling is a broader
Attitude.
term. Huh? Yeah,
Attitude, sir.
yes.
Attitude.
No. I think you are close, but I think when you say the term, I think, oh, this is the thing where, see, active listening, you said, non-judgmental, you said, these things comes under which component? Under broad category. I think you have studied one paper on that. It is called counseling skills or counseling therapeutic skills. So that counseling skills are therapeutic skills. So that is a third principles. We have to be aware about it. What are the things we have to do? What things we should avoid? Okay. And but you given that middle only. The beginning you have not given, and the process you have not attempted. Yes. Principles are nothing but rules and regulations. Am I right? These are my rules and these are my regulations. So that we can say very in layman perspective. If you want to understand what is principle, principle is nothing but my rules and regulations, my boundaries. For psychotherapy, what are the components comes under principles? One is about you given that counseling skills, and another one is about professional ethics, what you have to follow, and how you have to maintain the relationship. Very simple. If you want to become if you want to claim or if you want to become a therapist or counselor, what is the qualification you needed? Will you look into that? Can you name all the person as a psychotherapist? Is it possible?
It's possible, sir.
Yes. Okay, and the second, the fourth one is education, qualification, and training on that area. And if you claim that you are a behavior therapist or cognitive behavior therapist, whether you have the qualification in that area, that is another principal area we have to look into that. And another one is how much training you took on that area. Okay. Yes. So in psychotherapy, you will only provide counseling, or you will develop your relationship only, or you will nurture your skills. You will not do anything at all other than these four. The first principle of psychotherapy is education, qualification, and training in the area. Second one, in the practice, what is the first thing you will do that? The skill set you need and you will use throughout the psychotherapy, therapeutic relationship you will express. If you want to know that whether I'm a problematic person or not, or if I have the problem in how extent I'm having, what is the thing you will do that? Okay, say in the very raw, I am asking you. So I am the client. Okay, I come to know that there is a counseling center, Mr. Agilan's counseling center. So I found a contact number in a Google. I'm making a call to him. I'm saying that I feel that I'm not able to concentrate recent days. Can you provide a counseling? Will he immediately give the counseling to me, or what is the thing he will do when I approach him through mobile phone?
Ask the details about you.
Yeah, ask the detail about it. What is the name for that?
Case taking.
Amazing. Case taking. Case history or case taking, case study. Or what is the subcomponent? More specifically, if you want to know that cognitive, affective, and behavior component, what is the thing you will use for that? Principle of assessment. Have you aware about psychometric assessment? Another next principle in psychotherapy is do's and don'ts in psychometric assessment. Psychometric assessment or psychological assessment. That is another principle. And when you have to collect data, and whether I'm the person literate, what kind of test you have to use. If I'm an illiterate, what kind of test you will use. If I'm a children, and what kind of test you have to use. And that information comes under assessment. Okay, case history, case study. But then one more term, I think you all aware about it. MSc, have you aware about that? What do you mean the MSc? What is MSc? Mental status examination, am I right?
Master of Social Science.
MSc, that is an MSc I'm asking.
Mental status examinations.
Yes, mental status examination. So here we have to follow certain rules and regulations. Whether the person having that awareness about these things, that comes under another principle. Okay, first one is about assessment. Okay, the qualification required for you, and then you have done assessment, and you know that I'm having the problem in my thought process. Okay, what next? You assessed. For example, you are having that headache. Okay, you are going to the scan center. You take a scan. What you will get from there?
Angiogram.
What you will
The
get?
impression.
Angiogram.
Impression, what is there?
From the report, you will get it. Am I right?
Yes.
The report. The principles of preparing the report, as you said, that professional ethics, and what we can say that it is on profiling. Profile. See, when a person comes to you after assessment, you will give a profile to me, profile to the person. And certain rules and regulations are there when you are writing the profile. Is it okay to write the client's name in the profile?
Initials or written, sir?
Why? So that comes in, that's also principles of psychotherapy.
So not to reveal the identity of the client.
Yes, amazing, amazing answer. Okay, now assessment is over. Profiling has done. What next? What next area? There we have to apply the principles. What next?
So diagnosing and choosing the techniques to treat him.
Selection of techniques, not therapies. Under the broader therapy, you know that, okay, when a person comes in, you are selecting the techniques. Among the techniques, you will choose, okay, like for example, for headache, there are many medical tablets are there. Am I right? So doctor will go give one medicine and he will find out whether it is an effective or not. If it is not effective, he will go on to the B medicine. First he will give A and he will give B and then C. And he will find out which one is as most effective and he will suggest, and someone come very next time and if he found that the first case, the third one is the most effective, second person comes to the clinic, he will suggest the third one. So this is the way they will do that. Okay. And selection of appropriate therapeutic techniques. And one more thing here, the important principles of selecting appropriate therapeutic technique is, I think every one of us, we are having the instinct, some logical component. Okay, I will ask you one question. You all aware about it, OCD. What do you mean by OCD?
Obsessive compulsion.
Obsessive and compulsive. Okay, what is the appropriate technique you will suggest for the person with OCD?
Behavior therapy.
Behavior therapy, yeah, behavior therapy is a broader term. I'm asking more specific techniques.
Sir, cognitive therapies.
Yeah, cognitive therapy means because now that you are saying only therapy. You are not saying the techniques.
Counseling.
The counseling is an even broader. Even broader, am I right? We are discussing about the concept. I told that education, guidance, counseling, psychotherapy, and then technique. So this is the way it comes down. When you have
Sir,
the
exposure therapy.
amazing. Exposure therapy is more appropriate. How did you know that exposure therapy is more appropriate for OCD?
So they have to get rid of that compulsive habit. So exposure helps to encounter the habit by the person.
Your answer is correct. Your answer is exactly correct. Just imagine that. Okay, now I will put in another way. How many techniques that can be used for OCD? Given one.
So we have to read hereafter only about behavior therapy, but from the previous lessons I have just answered.
Okay. Then anyhow, I'm really happy with your answer, and I will tell you, we cannot have only one therapeutic technique for a single problem. We may have more than one or two techniques. For example, we are having broader category of therapies: behavior therapy, cognitive therapy, humanistic therapy, gestalt therapy. That way, there are a number of therapies are there, and each therapy has many techniques. For example, as per my knowledge, in behavior therapy alone, it has more than 100 techniques. Behavior therapy has more than 100 techniques. Think about that cognitive therapy. Think about the gestalt therapy. Think about psychoanalytic therapy. There are many number of techniques are there. Okay, and in a case, if we have more than two strategies for the particular problem, and we have to decide which one must be given first. So for that is the principle. I will take based on the evidence base. I will read the review and then I will check that someone who said that this particular technique is the most effective, and then I will take it. But another person will think that no, it won't be most effective. As per my logical experience, I can say that no, even it is a Western country that may be more open. That technique may be such an effective one. But for Indian context, I can say that as per my logic, another technique may be more useful, more effective. So this is the thing you can say that the principles. Another second one is selection of appropriate techniques. Okay. So you have done that and you followed the professional ethics and everything. So these things that comes under principles of psychotherapy. Principles means the rules and regulations we have to follow in that psychotherapeutic setting. Is it clear? Okay, I'm really happy with it. It is clear.
Yes, sir.
So now, for example, and next we are jumping into the next component of principles and techniques of psychotherapy. My question is, for example, so I'm the person, you all know that the principles and what is techniques, what is psychotherapy. Can you tell me the characteristics of Mahatma Gandhi? Characteristics of Mahatma Gandhi.
The bald headed,
Bald head, okay.
glasses,
Okay, he wear glass. Okay.
simplicity,
Simplicity.
He shirtless.
Okay, very good. Amazing. Now,
Ahimsa.
Ahimsa.
Ambitious.
Yeah, I think all the points are, I think everyone of agree with us. Agree with him, Mr. Agilan, am I right? Okay.
Yes.
Now
of
you
course.
have to tell me what is the features or characteristics of psychotherapy. He know that Mahatma Gandhi, he will be look like that. Now you have to tell me the features or characteristics of psychotherapy.
Psycho means about mind. About mind. Psycho means in the field of mind.
See, no, don't give the layman perspective answer. In the beginning itself, you only gave the answer for psychology. Psychology is mind and behavior, overt behavior and covert behavior and experiences. Okay, when we are discussing about psychotherapy, therapy is on treatment for illness or disease. Okay, psycho means psychology, where there are two components come, covert behavior and then overt behavior. Anything you can able to see externally, anything you can understand internally, your thinking, your decision making, your problem solving, those things comes under covert. We cannot be able to see, but we can able to predict that the person has the positive thinking, the person may have the negative thinking. That we can able to predict. Okay, now tell me the characteristics of psychotherapy or the features of psychotherapy.
It's a
Yeah.
systematic,
Amazing.
therapeutic.
Systematic. Yes. One answer is correct. Okay, I will give a time for you. Now it is on 3:25. Okay, you can take 15 to 20 minutes. You must come with minimum 10 characteristics. And I will tell you where you can get it 10 characteristics. It is an easiest way. For example, what is the definition for the term personality? I'm giving that example. What is the definition of personality? Personality is a dynamic organization of psychophysical system that determines one's unique adjustment to the environment. It's not said by me. It's said by Allport. Okay, now you can see personality is a dynamic organization. I'm right. Dynamic. So one of the characters is personality is a dynamic. Personality is not a physical alone, psychophysical. Right, second character. And it is a very unique, third character, unique. And personality is an adjustment to the environment, fourth character. See, one definition, when you highlight the key points, that is called features or characteristics of personality. So if you want to know the characteristics or features of psychotherapy, what you have to do that? You have to download minimum 4 to 5 definitions of psychotherapy, underline the keywords and list out minimum 10 characteristics, and we will meet at, now it is on 3:30, so we will meet at 3:45. Okay. Is it okay? Say yes or no.
Yes, sir.
Okay, fine. So I hope I made you understand the concept, and if you are not able to understand, and I think I have to take one more course, how to teach with you all. So once if you know the basic concepts, I will move on very fast in coming units. So this is about basic units. So the basic concepts, I take much time. Once if you understand this basic concept, I will move on very quickly on the second and third unit. We will meet at 3:45 in the same link. So as of the, we can sign up now. We will join the same link at 3:45. Now, I'll stop that session. Actually, we were discussing about the basic terms in the paper, principles and techniques of psychotherapy, where I introduced the basic concepts of psychotherapy and what is counseling and what is psychotherapy. And these were the topics we were discussed. I assigned them a topic to them to find out characteristics of psychotherapy. I gave them an analog for them, how they can prepare for that. Now, it is over to the audience over here. Anyone please give me the answer for that question. Yes. Yeah, you one by one. When someone come forward and then give your 1 point, and another person will start with that. Yes.
Psychotherapist and client relationship.
Sorry, what was the first point? Can you?
Psychotherapist and client related, sir.
Okay, it is an the therapist and the client related. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay.
Then it is a structured procedure.
It is structured. That's enough. That's the 1 point. Yeah, you can find that answers in your chat box also. I'm typing. It is a structure. Yes.
It's a professional activity, sir. It's a professional activity.
Yes. Amazing. Amazing. It is an professional relationship.
Yes, sir.
Yes. Then
Facilitating the learning process, sir.
facilitating the learning process. Okay.
It's individualistic, sir.
How interesting. Can you please elaborate?
The techniques are psychotherapy is related to it's person oriented. According to each person, the therapeutic techniques differs, and it deals with their individual own problems and issues to be handled.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
It
Then
is
next one.
individually every person.
Okay. Okay. Next.
It's most effective treatment within a short period of time.
Okay. It is an effective method. Okay. Only 4 points as of now. I asked you to come up with 10 characteristics or features of psychotherapy. For that also, I gave you an ideal example for this. When you download the different definitions for the term psychotherapy and counseling, you can able to find out the key terms and then you can define. For example, the structured. It enables the learning. Likewise, you have to give the answers. If there are more than 14 members are here, but I can find only 1 or 2 of them are responding. What about others?
A systematic therapeutic relationship.
Yeah, amazing. It is a systematic. I agree with you. Yes, it is a systematic. It is a systematic process. Okay. Then sorry,
Persuasion, sir.
persuasion. Okay. Okay.
Maturing development, maturity development, and sanity development, sanity development.
Okay.
That's all, sir.
Okay. Fine.
Facilitating the client.
So I can find out there is one more input from Nityanandan. It is about personal integrity, confidentiality, amazing, knowledgeable, good listening, patience, structure. I can give you the answer for that question. I think where you have missed, and then I will show you that. Just give me a minute. Share my screen with you, and then you can able to find out.
Sir, facilitating the client towards
Just a minute. Just a minute. One minute. Just a minute. I'm sharing my screen, and then I'll take up your point, and then you can see it here. Can you able to see my screen now? Can you able to see my screen now?
Yes, sir.
Sir, my slides are can you able to see? It is visible to you.
No, sir.
Okay. Maybe.
Yes, sir.
Now, see, now I just look at the points and then you can see how you have to take up. So it is about what is therapy? As I said, it is on treatment to the illness or disease. Okay. So psychology is scientific study of behavior and mind. So psychotherapy is on a treatment for illness and diseases in behavior and mind. Behavior and mind, we can say that is on psychotherapy. The concept of education, guidance, counseling, and psychotherapy and techniques we were discussed earlier, so I'm not going to much into that. And here you can see the definitions of various definitions for the term counseling and psychotherapy. As I said, if you take the key terms in it, you can able to find out the characteristics or features of psychotherapy. And look at here. So here are some of the features, and it is supportive and non-judgmental in nature. Will you agree with me? Are you all agree with me?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So here what they will do in psychotherapy, people to talk over the problems and explore more satisfying way of living. They will explore how they can improve the way of living. So that is an counseling. That is another feature. And third one is a talking cure. It's a talking cure. And fourth one is it brings about effective change in the well-being of an individual who take up the counseling or psychotherapy. It doesn't bring about effective changes. And next one is it will facilitate living more satisfying way. Earlier we also saying that at the same point we were, it is already came earlier also, facilitating the life more satisfyingly and resourcefully. And not only that, it is an interaction between therapist and counselor. As you all agree with me, in psychotherapy and counseling, it is an interaction between therapist and counselor. And another feature is the important purpose of this counseling and psychotherapy is to solve the problem, to help the person to solve the problem related to the thinking, emotions, and behavior related problems. That is another feature. And here, another feature of psychotherapy and counseling is major role played by that psychotherapy is psychologist or counselor. They use their knowledge. They use their knowledge to help the maximum functioning of the client. Maximum functioning of the client. And another one is in counseling and psychotherapy, they use legally and ethically approved way. They use legally and ethically approved way to help the individual. That is another feature of psychotherapy. If it is not legally, and that comes under guidance, it's not a psychotherapy. Okay. And I think the second point repeated. It is an informed and intentional applications. Mostly, if we take that counseling and psychotherapy, they will say that it is a mutual understanding agreement between you, the client, and the counselor. Here, the role of counselor is enable you to make to understand that and make your own decision to overcome the problem what you are having. So that is an informed and intentional applications of component. And it is a healing relationship. It is a healing relationship. Make the person socially authorized method. By using, there are many methods, are there certain, we cannot use all the methods. Electroconvulsive methods are not approved. So in psychotherapy, it is a healing relationship where the psychologist will use authorized methods. And who will provide these things? It will be provided by the trained professionals. So these were the characteristics or features of psychotherapy. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay, fine. Just we will move on to that. Next one is the objective is psychotherapy. So what are the topics I introduced? Can someone please summarize what were the topics I introduced to yourself now? What are the
What
topics?
is psychotherapy?
Okay, amazing. What is psychotherapy?
Definition of psychology,
Okay.
psychotherapy,
Okay.
principles of psychotherapy,
Amazing. Principles of psychotherapy then.
characteristic features of psychotherapy.
As of now, we have seen 4 points. And now, another important point in your syllabus is on objectives of psychotherapy. Okay, I will give an analog for that, and you are going to make an objectives for psychotherapy. What is analog? For example, if I am going to teach you, my objective is to enable the participant or learners to understand the concept of psychotherapy. That is my objective. That is my objective as a teacher. What is your objective? As a learner, the aim is to understand the concept of content delivered by the teacher. That is your objective. Is it clear? Okay, now tell me, what is the main objectives of psychotherapy? My objective as a teacher, yes.
To change the person's maladaptive behaviors,
Amazing, amazing. This is the way, this is the one
problematic
point.
behaviors.
Yeah, this is the one point. You can take 5 minutes of time. You have to write minimum 5 objectives. A minimum 5 objectives for psychotherapy. What you said is an amazing point. I hope others also understand that. Objective is what you are going to do that. Okay. In psychotherapy, what you are going to do that you have to mention in an objective. So I will add a few more points there. Can you listen to me for 2-3 minutes? I think when you look at that any lessons, you can find out in the syllabus objectives of the course, objectives of the course, objectives of the subject. They may given that. Why they are giving these objectives? See, objectives are nothing but aim or goals. If you are not having the aims and goals, we may reach the different destination. You may decide to reach Madurai, but you may be ended with Chennai. But your ultimate aim is to reach Madurai. So the objectives will guide you. What are the way you can take up? What is your destination? So that is, we can say the aim of your study. So likewise, in psychotherapy also has an aim. So you can list out 5 important objectives of psychotherapy. You can take 5 minutes, or I'll give on 8 minutes of time. Okay, 1.1 minutes you can take, and we'll continue again after 4:10 we will begin. 4:11 we will begin. Okay, just I hope you have prepared the content for that. Someone please let me know what are the main objectives of psychotherapy. I asked you to come up with minimum 5 points. Yes.
Sir, to facilitate the client to take their own decision.
Yes.
Changing maladaptive behavior.
Okay, very good.
And enable the person to be a self-actualized person.
Can you please little louder? Your voice feeble sometimes. I cannot able to hear you.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir.
Yeah.
Enable the person to be self-actualization.
Amazing. Enable the person to realize the self-actualization. Okay.
Exactly.
That is the
Then,
ultimate aim of all the psychotherapy. Yes.
sir. Then improvement of onset illness of the person.
Okay. Improvement from the existing state.
Exactly.
Okay.
Then next one is remission, which means the experience of being symptom-free from the past illness after the therapy. Am I correct, sir?
Yeah, correct. Yes.
Then recovery.
Fine.
The recovery of illness due to the psychotherapeutic techniques. Or
Lovely,
skills.
lovely inputs. Yes.
Then promoting positive attitude towards the life to the
Okay.
client.
Promote. Yes. Good.
Then enhancing interpersonal competence to the client.
Okay. Enhancing interpersonal competencies. Yes.
Yes, sir. That's it.
Okay, okay. Thank you for your, I can say that the valid points I have received, I think you got an understanding about the main objectives of psychotherapy.
Exactly, sir.
See, now you just come to that here, the previous slide, you can see the objectives of psychotherapy not only lies on overall component, you can see here, there are many components are there. In the patient's care, the client who is coming for their problem, from there, what are the main objectives are there? For example, knowledge about medical component. For example, which therapy you have to adapt. In the knowledge area, what are the objectives we have to have? And professionalism, what are the objectives we must have? And for interpersonal and communication skills, what are the objectives as a psychotherapist we must develop? And problem-based learning, when we are enabling the person to realize the self-actualization, we enable the person to understand and enable the person to learn new skills and other components. So what are the objectives the person need to have during that time? And for psychodynamic psychotherapy, there are different objectives are there. You cannot have the same kind of objectives for all the psychotherapeutic interventions. For example, behavior therapy, we are having different objectives. For psychodynamic approach, we are having different objectives. And sometimes we may use that combination of psychotherapy and pharmacotherapy. There also we have to have the different objectives, the goals. And for cognitive behavior therapy, there are different components. I'm going to let you know that in general objectives of psychotherapists, they must have in their practice. One is, as you said, that establish the treatment frame. And we have to establish and maintain the treatment frame. How much time we are going to have the therapy. And many of the people are thinking that those are not having awareness about what is psychotherapy. They thought that psychotherapy in a single sitting, they can cure all the problems. It's not at all possible. It is not a magic. With a magic wand, you can wand is everything. No, it is practically not possible. Okay. So how much time, how many sessions you need to have for overcoming the problem the person having? And where we are going to take this psychotherapy, that need to be discussed. And the relationship between that counselor and psychotherapist inside the counseling setting. Suppose the counselor who meet you in a public places or in a social setting or in a community setting, and what kind of relationship we have to maintain, and how many days interval we must fix for the next session. Whether the person can fluctuate in the timing. So these things need to be discussed. And another one is enable the patients who are coming for the counseling actively participate in the treatment. That is another objective of psychotherapy. Psychotherapist, you have to focus on that. Establish a treatment focus. Okay, we have to provide an environment which is comfortable to the client. That is another important objective of psychotherapy. Recognize and specifically describe that emotional component of the person, empathy. And we have to provide that some components are disturbing in the person, it may be emotional, sexual, whatever it may be. We try to understand that and we try to not expose to that particular component while they are taking up the counseling. Next one is we have to identify the problem. It's not possible by seeing the person we can identify. We have to make a better relationship and cooperation with the client and patients. We have to identify what kind of problem they are facing. Very important. Identification of the problem is a crucial role in the psychotherapeutic objective. And sometime when we are decided to move on that therapeutic intervention, we may have a lot of challenges and obstacles. How we can overcome those obstacles and challenges with mutual understanding between the client and counselors. And we have to focus on what treatment will be appropriate. For example, children, which one is most appropriate? Behavior therapy. Who is an adult and young people, CBT will be more appropriate. And for special children, it's not more appropriate. You have to go for other methods. Pharmacotherapy is a more appropriate method. And we have to say that appropriateness in selecting the therapy and the place and other components. We have to assess the readiness, whether the person is willing for the counseling or not. That is another important objective of psychotherapy. And if there is no For example, you cannot make that 100% all the client who is coming for your counseling or psychotherapy setting, we can cure all the problem what they are having. It's not practically not possible. Sometimes the client is uncomfortable, say them, okay, what your feeling is right. Unless if you are open up, if you are not having that positive mindset about the counselor or psychotherapist, you can terminate the counseling setting. It is another important objective of psychotherapy. And we can able to see that whether the person is ready for taking up that intervention strategy we suggested to them. If not ready, then you have to understand why the person is not ready. So they may have the different responses. We have to assess whether all the responses provided by the persons are correct or not, whether we can take it for those information for selecting the strategy for the client. So these were the care component we have to give. I hope you all understand that the importance of main objectives of psychotherapist. As you said, the other components also comes in the psychotherapist objectives only. I'm saying that it alone, there are many points are there. This alone has many points are there. And we move on to that another important component in your syllabus is on the process of psychotherapy. What is the process we will take? Client registration. Whoever coming to us, we will take a client registration. We'll do the assessment, risk assessment identification, selection of appropriate intervention strategies for the problem the person having. And once after selecting that intervention strategies, we have to apply those strategies. And you have to check that whether it is effective or not by doing the follow-up study. When you do the follow, you'll come to know that yes, the intervention strategy you have suggested or applied is the most effective. And if not effective, then you have to go further another. You may select one or two methods, two strategies. The first strategy may not be effective, go to the second one. And if you go to if it is ineffective, terminate the relationship. And again, you have to check back to that initial contract of referral. Suppose if you are not able to meet the expectations of the client, you refer the client to the concerned person. As I said, we are having the limitations. We can able to provide support in certain area, professional support in certain components only. If we are not able to provide support to the person in other component, we have to know that list of professionals in your allied field, and you can refer the person to them. For example, if you are not good at psychometry, we can see that most of the doctors, if they want to check that if there is a blood clot in brain, they will not have the scan in their hospital. They will refer to the scan centers. Likewise, you do the referral to the concerned places. That's why you must have the networking of knowledge. So you must, at least you must know for 50% in your field. And you have to know that some people are very good at CBT and some people are very good at gestalt therapy. When you refer to them and they will refer to you. And many of us are having that mindset that if you refer the client may go to them, you will not get anything at all. No, if you think so, and you are wrong. But this kind of medical profession, when you refer one person, and if they are not able to cure somebody, and if they realize that you are the person, they refer to you. And the referral cases say that good words about to them, and you will get more and more referrals. And these were the things that comes under counseling or psychotherapy process. I will move on to the last one. I think these were the skills we will discuss later. You can see what are the number of the phases of psychotherapy. There are three phases: are the initial phase, middle stage, and then final stage. What do we do the initial stage? We are having hardly 8 minutes. I try to finish within that time. Or else we will continue the same topic in some other day. What is the initial stage? If someone is coming to your counseling, okay, you have to develop a rapport, the relationship you have to build. So during that time, transference and counter-transference are possible. Transference, the client may think as on your relative. Counter-transference, as a psychologist, you may relate the people in some other way. Building relationship, interpret the cues, words, the inputs received from the client. Sometimes, when you ask a particular question, they may not give the answer for that. There is a resistance you can able to find out. And why they are doing resistance. That you have to identify. And mostly, almost all the therapies are insisting that almost all the mental health problem, the root cause lies in childhood experiences. The traumatic childhood experiences, you have to investigate the childhood experiences. There are many methods are there. So one of the methods is hypnosis you can use, and if you are not trained at all, you take up a course on that and then you can use that method. This is the first stage that we can say that initial stage. Once after that initial stage, you have to move on to the middle stage. That we can say that process stage, where you have to build a confidential relationship. You have to clarify that whether my understanding about your problem is correct or not. Do you think that it may be possible? And if you get an affirmation from that client and that whatever the decision you are making, that will be more effective. And make the environment and the relationship must be conducive in nature. Yeah, when you have the conducive, even the client will say that, sir, you may suggest 3 strategies. I feel that you said first one is better, but I feel the second one is better. That kind of relationship you have to make in that middle stage. Where it is a directive counseling, you have to give that is the one best for you. If it is a non-directive counseling, non-directive method, you provide these are 3 methods are there. You select which one method is more apt for you. And next one is walking through the process. Sometimes they may have the difficulties, you have to help with that professional help to them. And sometimes you are aware about that we should not give support to them and make them to understand by themselves. When their self-realization has done, then they can be able to come out from the problem very quickly. And insight about that in the middle stage, okay, you come to know that this intervention strategy adapted. I found that this one is not effective. And final stage, you come to know that, yes, the intervention which I was adapted is the most effective, and the intervention which I took, it is not effective. When you have this clarity, and you can terminate. Once after terminate, you should not have any kind of relationship with the client. And when we go to the code of conduct, there is a very important thing. We must aware about it. So with that, I can stop here. I think I just introduced the first unit about principles and psychotherapy. I hope I have done my best input on the topic. And if you have any doubt regarding the presentation, you are welcome to ask questions. I'm happy to answer the questions. Yes. If there is I will recap what were the points we were discussed today. I introduced you about that, what is therapy, what is psychology, and I connected these 2 terms, what is psychotherapy. And then I introduced about the principles of psychotherapy. The principles are nothing but rules and regulations of psychotherapy. Once after then, I gave you on information related to that. What? Objectives of psychotherapy. So objectives of psychotherapy and the features of psychotherapy are what we can say that characteristics of psychotherapy. Then we discussed about features of psychotherapy, and we discussed about objectives and aim of psychotherapy. And finally, we discussed about the process of psychotherapy. What are the stages are there, and what are the components that will come under psychotherapy. And these were the points I introduced with you. In addition to that, one more concept I introduced, that is called education, guidance, counseling, psychotherapy, and technique. And if you have the clarity, and I can say that if you are not having the clarity, you cannot make the person uncomfortable when you are providing counseling. Just understand that when you understand, have the clarity, and you can do that. What you are getting here is called theoretical knowledge. Theoretical knowledge when you are getting, you want to get more and more information. If you possible, there are many workshops and training sessions are happening in your area, you can attend that, and you can update your upskill your knowledge. Okay, if you have any questions, please let me know. I try to clarify your doubts. Thank you for listening. Yes.
I have a small doubt, sir.
Yes, sir.
After finishing this course, can we work in some hospital or clinic as a psychotherapist?
Yes, you are eligible. As per the Allied Health Bill, you are eligible to become a psychotherapist in clinical setting also. But
Oh,
you have to introspect yourself. Can you able to provide effective strategies to the client? You may have the qualifications. I hope I will give one example. There are many people are having the license for driving the car. How many people are good at driving? In my family, my father having the driving license, my wife also having the driving license, but they never took a car. That means the qualifications, you are eligible to become a psychotherapist. But whether we are having that adequate skills, that is the point I'm insisting. For that, you have to update your skills in different modalities. As I said, you have to attend workshops, you have to attend training programs in more specifically, for example, OCD, as I said, OCD, they may be conducting training program and find out which area you are going to work out. We must be very clear. We are not a magician or the Holy Spirit. We can provide a cure for all the illnesses which we can able to face. No, practically not possible. If you have this reality, you can work and you will be more effective person. Yes.
Thank you, sir. Your
Yes.
session was very informative. And sir, I have an query.
Yes, please.
Is process of psychotherapy and therapeutic process is both are similar or very different, sir?
Process of psychotherapy and therapeutic process.
Yes, sir.
I think you are interchangingly using the term, but when you want to distinguish, yes, there is a possibility of distinguishing, but it gives same meaning only.
Okay,
In
sir.
therapeutic process, what we will do? Stage 1, stage 2, stage 3.
Yes.
Initial stage, middle stage, and then final stage. The same thing.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Yes. Okay. I hope I made you all understand about the concept. I'll share my presentation with you. I think I'll consolidate. It's like what we need to understand. Only the important concept given out of 50 pages of your.
Sir,
Yeah. Yes, please.
sir, psychotherapy, final stage like is told termination, no, sir?
Yeah. Yes.
Then you said there should be no further contact with the client,
Yes.
right?
Yes. Yes.
Then if the client wishes for another consultation, if the client is feeling uncomfortable still, what about that condition then?
See, as per that ethical procedure of ACA, American Counseling Association, and the APA, what they are saying, once after you terminated, you should not have that the same kind of relationship what we had earlier.
It is always going to be the same relationship as client and the psychotherapist.
No. I can give one example. And they given this thing, they gave very clarity. For example, if you meet accidentally in somewhere else, you can say, "Hi, how are you?" and that thing are okay as per that procedure. And you are intentionally going to their any kind of family functions, or you are intentionally inviting the person for your family functions are wrong. And they are insisting that when you can have that, sometimes they may have that relationship. They may thought that they may have the life partner, or they may have that relationship other than expected component, physical contact also. They are saying that minimum 2 years. Minimum 2 years, you have to wait, and then only you have to make it. If you are decided to marry the client, For example, I think you all aware about the TAT, thematic approach substance test. Who is the founder for that? Murray and Morgan. And she is a student of Morgan, Murray. Okay, they married. It is the second wife of him. But here they are saying that after 2 years only you can able to make a relationship with that person. And if you make between that, and you can be prosecuted as per the ethical procedures. Yes. And we can talk about the relationship with ethical procedure alone. There are a lot of components are there. That point we will discuss in coming day.
Okay, sir. Okay.
Very good question. Very good. Okay, I think its time is up. And thank you all for listening and making me more active in today's presentation. I hope I made a basic concept clarity in you. That is very important. My aim of teaching today is that to understand the basic concept. When you know the basic concept, you can apply anywhere else. And the foundation is weak, you cannot able to do anywhere else. You cannot sustain. They will find it, okay, this person is not having any kind of stuff at all. So, anyone, if I get an answer for the question, what is psychotherapy? If I get an answer for the question, that will be, I will be very happy. What is psychotherapy?
Treatment of the mental illnesses and behaviors.
Amazing. Thank you so much. And then we will meet in the next class. Until then, bye-bye. Take care.
Thank you, sir.